Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my gold and silver analysis. Today is May 1st, 2017. It's approximately 9:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to do a quick turbo analysis. Just going to go over the monthly, weekly, and daily time frames for gold, silver, and the U.S. dollar. All right. First, we'll look at the monthly gold chart. We can clearly see here we've taken out plenty of levels of resistance. We've only taken out one level of support just right over here. So I'm going to call this a neutral bullish chart. I think the fundamentals are really calling for buys. All right. I think you're going to have a lot of folks here dipping into the gold market. There's a lot of political uncertainty out there. There's a lot of geopolitical tensions. You have right now a threat with North Korea and Russia and China, and it's just a mess. And I think this is why you've been seeing so much volatility within the metals market. So a gold weekly chart here. Right now, currently testing resistance here. Definitely taking out enough levels of resistance, this being one. You can call this level a second level, but again, right now, this is a great time to buy here. I like this level here. We do want to wait for some confirmation because of the volatility here. But again, this is the level that I like here to buy. This would be a good buy short term. If it comes down over here, I'd be looking for this thing to test this trend line here. Maybe at the 1240 range. If I can see the 1240, I would love to buy with a quick stop loss, maybe at around 1236. You got to be very careful because there's a rate decision coming up on Wednesday. So that could add to volatility. What we could see a quick move to the downside while seeing a quick move to the upside, right? So being very careful with that. This is your daily chart here for gold. This is a really nice level of resistance. Of support. This used to be a level of support back here, broke down, became a level of resistance, broke up, and now it is a resistance now turned support. Pretty big area at that, but again, we'll be looking to find some bullish candles at this level and hopefully create another high. We can probably duplicate this this trend line and see if it fits here. Not a perfect fit, but a fit nonetheless, right? So again, I'd be looking to buy some gold over here and taking this thing up a bit higher. Okay, let's look at silver. A silver monthly chart. Silver monthly chart again, taking out 1-2 levels of resistance. Currently, silver on the monthly chart is bullish. Only taking out the two levels of resistance, and now we are trading against this area here. Quite a big area here of resistance, but I assume that the market is going to continue to attempt to move higher. And we can also draw a line from here to there, so we can possibly even see this market come over here, but we'll see what happens. So the monthly chart is looking bullish. I like this monthly chart. Just came just a bit short of breaking this level here, but it never closed below this level here on the monthly chart with a big bullish candle over here. I'm assuming that we're going to test this level here. It's just a matter of time. The $20 to $21 range. This is the weekly chart here. The weekly chart again, finding really this is what you want to call a false breakdown, right? Anytime you see a move that's false, a false breakout, you're always going to see a quick move in the opposite direction. In this case, it was a breakdown. So we saw a big fast move to the upside. We created a slightly higher high here. So this is a valid low. As I was doing this video, I had to stop and edit it because I thought I missed this price action here for a second, but it turns out that this is just I've checked in a few other sources, and this giant wick here is inaccurate. The low so far is 1682. All right. 1682. It says here that the low is 1643. That is not true. So again, I have checked different sources, and the low so far is 1682. Keep in mind that this is a wonderful level of support. Okay, so again, ignore this giant wick because the low so far is 1682, just about right here. If I would like to buy here between the 1660 all the way up to the 16780, it's a good time to buy. I would wait for bullish candles before I buy. But again, the reason why we want to call this a fair low is because it created another high here and we actually closed. But again, this turned out to be a false breakout, and false breakouts usually lead to fast moves in the opposite direction. That's the daily chart here. So the daily chart I like. I think we're going to be looking, if this level does not hold, I would be looking to find some support around this level here and ultimately continue to go much, much higher. We can also draw a line here. And again, we'll be looking to see if this trend line holds up. All right, let's see what else we have. I think we have the US dollar here. Let's look at this US dollar. So the US dollar, this is the weekly chart. Let's just look at the weekly and the daily chart. So the weekly chart here, okay, forming some sort of a wedge. It's already broken this upper trend line here, upper support. Support now turn resistance now turn support, and now that it's below it, it's going to act as resistance again. Okay, so this could only go one way, a big breakout to the upside, because this is some sort of a flag. This would be the low. If this market breaks below this level, which it already has, now there is a gap right here. You see this gap? Usually these gaps get filled. So I probably see this market coming up to at least the coming close to the 100 area. But who knows? Again, a move below this level here, 98.65, would most likely bring this market down to the 95 and possibly even the 93. Again, a move below 93. Bye US dollar. Okay, so this wedge is definitely something to pay attention to. Okay, and the last thing that I want to show is Bitcoin. Okay, I normally don't do Bitcoin charts, but why the heck not? We'll do a monthly chart. I told everybody to get involved. Anyone who's been with me for quite some time knows that I've been an advocate of Bitcoin ever since we saw the prices of roughly 125. Since then, it's gone up to 1177, 1162 was the high. Come back down, tested resistance, now turns support, and the market just takes off. So again, solid breakout above this high. I would expect this market to do nothing else but something like this. Okay, and continue to go much higher, eventually reaching much higher prices. I would probably say 2,000, 2,500. It is a little bit worrisome that a virtual currency is more valuable than gold currently, trading in at 13. Where is this thing at? 14.12. What a phenomenal trade if you got in at these levels here. Okay, so Bitcoin, definitely something for everyone to watch. I highly recommend that you do some research on Bitcoins. If you have any questions, contact me, contact your representative, and besides that, enjoy the rest of your night. And I will do another analysis at the end of this week. It's just going to be a fundamental analysis. There's going to be a lot of news articles that I'm going to read, maybe 5-7 minutes worth of news. Tremendous amounts of gold being purchased right now by central governments all over the world. The big elites, or the big boys out there, they are picking up gold. The Rothschilds are, the Soros are, the big money is definitely buying a lot of gold. There's a lot of uncertainty out there, so definitely not a bad time to own gold. And remember that gold really is the fear trade, right? So when everything's not going too well, most folks want to go into the gold market. Okay, and here's the Dow Jones. Big move to the upside. Very nice breakout. I mentioned this breakout here. Once we saw that breakout, that was a really nice breakout. Again, I would probably expect this market to go a bit higher. I don't know how much higher this thing can go, but I'll tell you, I think we're in for a big correction here pretty soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening and look out for my next video. Thanks. Bye bye.